Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It's TLC Tuesday. I'm here with my girl Kimberly to talk about Before the 90 Days, Season 8, Episode 6, Cabin Pressure Rising.
They're really going to just keep going.
It's going to just keep, it's going to be like, don't lean your seat back. It's going to be, your tray table is sticky. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Did you request a vegan meal?
Oh, that's just for you, though.
Sir, you've had enough alcohol.
Yeah. 2-drink maximum for you. I don't know.
My headphones don't work.
Yeah. Is the Wi-Fi working on this plane?
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a lot of planes lately, and I have to tell you that John, my son, we were the last plane we were on. We went to Phoenix for the festival, and almost didn't win, but it is a subject of every commentator in the world. I even saw Bill Maher commenting on the game. Like, wow. Anyway, we didn't win, but that's okay. So we were coming home from the game, and John saw, because we were in Arizona, and John saw this NFL player in the area, because our flight went to Columbus, Ohio, and then from there went to DC. And this guy, this NFL player, I guess was from Ohio, but he played for the Arizona Cardinals, their professional team. Anyway, John's like, he was on my fantasy team last year. Like, there's that guy. And I was like, go say hi to him. So he waited, because the guy was eating. And so he waited till he was done eating. And then he went over, said hi, got a selfie. And then the guy sat in front of us on the plane, and a couple other people stopped. And so that was exciting. Then we're in the airport, in the Columbus, Ohio airport in our area, waiting to get on our flight to DC. And he saw another famous person, some guy named Sammy something. He's some bodybuilder influencer who, of course, I'd never have heard of. But I looked him up. The guy's got 7 million Instagram followers.
Mm-hmm.
7 million.
And we're over here begging for 10,000.
I mean, I'm at 12.1. Thank you very much. But I was like, what? I said, what? Anyway, even Anna, my daughter, who obviously also does not follow bodybuilders, was like, oh, yeah, I know who that guy is. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, it was a great day for John, even though we lost the game. But
this has been Celebrity Sports Corner with Mary Payne.
The most important thing
ESPN El Ocho.
The most important thing we have to talk about is the death of Bob Weir. Now, you guys know I'm a deadhead, tried and true, since college, and even have the tattoo to prove it. Been to the shows, got the T-shirts, wearing one now.
Yeah.
It's a very sad day for the deadheads. Now, he is 78, but we're all like, Bob's got 10 more years in him,
Mm-hmm.
But his shows in Golden Gate Park, when they celebrated the 60th anniversary of the band, apparently were his last shows. And a lot of people like, oh, I felt like he was slowing down, blah, blah, blah. People were like, are you kidding? But it turns out he did have cancer and didn't tell anybody. So he didn't die from the cancer. He died from some lung complication post-cancer. That's from what they're posting from, the Bob Weir Instagram said. It's very sad, but we love the music. We appreciate what he gave to the world.
Yeah.
And but as deadheads, we are sad.
I know you are. You're very much that group, part of that community.
Yeah.
You're a true fan.
True fan. And anyway, for other deadheads out there, we are in mourning, but we do know, as they say, the music never stopped. So I could do a bunch of Grateful Dead quotes like you do Taylor Swift quotes.
Yeah, put them in there. I won't get a single one.
Just
like when I did it and Katie did not get a single one.
Yeah, I just did one. The music never stopped. Okay.
But you said that it was one.
Yeah.
So I think if you try to sneak them in, like a game, like I did with the Taylor Swift quotes.
Okay.
You'll be shocked at how few I will get.
Okay.
In fact, I don't know any songs.
Well, maybe I'll do that for next week, because I'd have to write some down. You know what I mean? Maybe it would just come to me naturally, but I would have to write some down.
Yeah. I wrote mine. Yeah.
Wrote them out so that when it would be a top of mind, so that I could drop it right in. I did put out a disturbing reel that I took a video off literally with my phone onto my laptop, took a video of Lisa and Daniel going at it. Have you seen it?
No.
I tagged you in it.
The pro So we have HelloFresh as a sponsor.
Love. I get it HelloFresh every week.
Love HelloFresh.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't like to cook very much, and
Okay.
I'm always on weird, like, food systems because of
Yeah.
my stomach
Yeah.
and the BDs and stuff. So sometimes I
Mhm.
give my boxes to my brother and his sister-in-law.
Okay.
This time I kept it and I was like, "New year, I'm gonna cook more. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cook everything that
Mhm.
they send me."
Mhm.
And I had made this incredible Mediterranean Buddha bowl that I was so proud of. Like,
Okay.
nothing went wrong. I struggle in the kitchen. I
Yeah.
caught a fire There was a fire in my oven of several months ago from a frozen pizza that literally flames. I had to use a fire extinguisher on.
I'm just getting a visual. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I had to buy oven cleaner and, like,
Mhm.
I had to clean it, like, 5 times to get
Yeah.
all of it was horrible, the smell. Anyway, made this Buddha bowl, it went perfectly,
Mhm.
so good. Yesterday, I'm sitting down for my lunch of leftovers,
Yes.
delicious Buddha bowl, and I'm
Okay.
like, I'll watch the show at the same time, get my notes ready.
Yeah.
Lisa and Daniel come on, and I'm like, "Great, I can keep eating because
Uh-huh.
I don't have to take notes on them. They're not
Right.
my couple."
Right.
They start face eating
Yeah. Really
as
bad.
I'm eating my Buddha bowl. I
Bad.
set
Really
it
bad.
down. I say, "I cannot.
Uh-huh.
I've
I
lost my
shan't.
appetite. I
I
shan't.
shan't.
I've lost my appetite."
Uh-huh.
I wasn't able to eat again till Emma came on the screen. Then
And, she's not gonna eat, so don't worry.
exactly. So then I did half the show, and then I was like, "I'm gonna finish half the show after my Dateline recording last night." So I
Mm.
sit down with my dinner, which was also leftovers of this delicious Buddha bowl that I was so proud of.
Yeah.
Lisa and Danielle, once again, start going at it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he put the brakes on it pretty quickly. Clearly, does not wanna bang her once he saw her in lingerie
Mhm.
or whatever is his issue with
Whatever's
her.
happening. Yeah. Mhm.
I felt really badly when she said that, when she was feeling very bad about it, but
Well.
the face eating stopped. It
Mhm.
started for a second, and I was like, "Damn it, I gotta put down this Buddha bowl again."
Well, listen, lesson is don't eat while you're watching this because if I would have been eating not only with Lisa and Daniel, but also with, Rick and Trish,
Yeah.
uh, what is this episode first of all,
Dear God.
we got almost every couple on this episode,
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
we got every single per except for, Elise and Joshua, who I don't know when they're coming on. Very rarely do they do this. They usually give us like 4 and then we each have to
Yeah,
take 2 or whatever. Then we had everybody except for them.
yeah.
So, everybody's a little faster, which actually kinda makes the episode more fun, but the sex stuff on this episode was nuts. It was so much
Mm-mm,
sex.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
So much
mm-mm.
sex. The
Um,
title should have been
I'm
w
already thinking, am I going to say the word that Rick
No, you're
and
not.
Trisha were talking about? Is Mary Payne gonna want me to say it? I
No,
don't
she
think she
doesn't.
is.
No, she
She's gonna
doesn't.
want me to bleep or say some sort of euphemism.
I'd like for you to start thinking of it. Try to make it into a Taylor Swift lyric. Why don't you do that?
I would never associate never. How dare you?
Did you watch the Taylor Swift movie yet? I have not had a chance.
No, I haven't.
I know,
But I
you're
really need to because the news is just making me sick every single day, so I just maybe need to sit
yeah.
and watch Taylor and cry happy tears.
You know what I watched? I watched the Jodi Hildebrandt documentary.
Oh, that's uplifting.
Uplifting. Child abuse is uplifting.
Mhm.
It was very well done. It was very good. It was very good. I know there's another one about Ruby Frankie specifically, but this
Uh-huh.
one was about Jodi Hildebrandt, which was fascinating what a cult leader she was. I didn't quite realize it.
Mhm.
I didn't know. And it's funny too when you look at her, like where she's worked and what her qualifications were. It says she used to work at Cirque Lodge, which is where my husband went to rehab. Like it's a very like it's right there in Orem, Utah. But it obviously she got her license taken away sometime around that time. So if they smartly. She didn't
What
have a
if your
job anymore.
husband's been in her cult this whole time, but he's been like, what do they call it with a spy sub, like an
Undercover?
underground?
Mhm.
No, I'm thinking of like terrorism, a sleeper cell. If
Oh,
your husband has been a sleeper cell in her cult this whole time.
wow. He's really hiding it well then. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Well, he might not know until she presses some sort of, like, air
Mm.
tag, and
Mhm.
then it activates in his brain.
Well, he would have left me because that was her big thing in the cult was every couple had to break up.
Yeah.
Immediately, you have to leave the other person. That was a very good documentary I would highly recommend, and then I watched almost all the way through this Harlan Coben's Runaway, which is like
Yeah.
a British show, and
Yeah. That's on my list.
I didn't know one thing about it. I just was like, "I'm going to watch something that I don't have to take notes of, that I can also look at my phone at the same time." I'm so excited.
Yeah. I love a Harlan Coben miniseries.
I d It's brand new to me.
There's, like, probably 5 or 6 on Netflix,
Okay.
and
Okay.
ones that are in other languages too. They
Oh,
do a lot of ones in other languages.
okay. Well, I started watching this one called Runaway, and it's very disjointed in that and I know that they do it this way because 'cause you're like, "Wait, I don't understand how seems to be 3 different stories, but they do end up intertwining," and so
Mhm.
I watched almost all that all by myself now. Haven't started the new season of The Night Manager because I'm waiting on there not to be football on that my husband needs to watch because
Ah.
apparently there's a lot of football that has to get watched.
Mhm.
A lot.
Mhm.
And I'll be on a plane again, next week, so, yeah.
Where are you
I'm at,
going? Where are you going?
Oklahoma for my father-in-law's 90th birthday party.
Wow.
Yeah. You make it to 90, you deserve a birthday party is what I say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's killing it. But let's go into these people because we do get every single couple in this episode, and you're gonna be starting, so be prepared. Um, we're gonna start with Aviva and Stig. More sex talk. More
Yeah.
sex talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Every couple. We're right at that part in the season where
Yeah.
everyone has consummated. Well,
Uh-huh.
almost everyone. Forrest and Sheena have not yet consummated,
Not to our knowledge.
not to our knowledge.
Mhm.
But so now we get to hear about everyone's. We are allowed the privilege of hearing. That's where I realized it sounded like when I said get to hear
Get to.
about
So excited.
everyone's consummations. So Stig and Aviva in Belize,
And
they had a
I'm gonna give you my theory on them when we get to the end.
oh yeah, you said you have a
I have a
theory.
theory. Okay, go ahead.
They had a long first night together,
Mhm.
and they are wondering if they made a baby in their first night because they weren't using protection. He didn't want to. She is not on birth control. She would love to have a baby Stigs. He is telling her things like it
Baby
felt
sticks.
I think she even said that. He says it didn't feel like just hooking up. It was
Mm.
like making love.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
fuckboy 101. Um, but then to us, he says, yeah, like I just basically he was horny. He was just, she's fine. And he
Mhm.
was down to raw dog. That if she wanted to go all the way, it was going to be with no, it, I don't need to keep going.
I got
But
it. We got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
balls deep. And
I just said no protection. This girl's a full-blown idiot. That's what I
yeah,
said. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, and she realizes that later, at least start kind of a
Yeah.
little.
Hopefully.
So they go to his recording studio and he introduces his friends, Perf and Richie,
Mhm.
and who are like part of his entourage and producers.
Mhm.
So he says, this is the love of my life, Aviva. He has some new lyrics he's going to lay down some tracks for. They were inspired by last night. I was like,
Ew.
great.
Wow. So quick. The turnaround with the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Well, yeah, he's not Eminem or Dre like poring over lyrics for days.
No,
It's
no, 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 no.
no.
Mm-mm.
This one's for you, Aviva. The sex good and the vibe good.
Wow.
The sex good is how it starts.
Okay.
Would I marry you? Yes, I would. Would I
Oh,
breed you? Yes, I would.
wow.
I can't with this. I know it's maybe colloquial term that they use there, but
Uh-huh.
that's the second time we have heard breed you or breed her like she is a heifer. You can't. And even she tells him, like, we don't actually say that. And he's like, that's what we say here. Would I breed her? Okay.
Okay.
So his friend Richie, meanwhile, is talking to Aviva and says, I try to give him good life advice and try to get him to avoid mistakes he's made in the past. Like he had this ex from Texas. So she's not the first American, he stated. And this woman was very bad for his career. And Aviva's like, oh, I've heard a little bit about the woman from Texas. He told me about her. And the manager says, well, did you know he was so depressed after he couldn't record, he couldn't perform? I mean, lyrics like the sex good and the vibe good, you really need to be feeling the emotions behind those words to perform them.
Uh-huh.
And he was so depressed and heartbroken. He wanted to start a family with this woman. And Aviva is like, oh, I did not know it was that serious. And the manager's such a shit starter. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if he's fully over her. I think he's still in love
Jeez.
with her. And Aviva is just pissed because he swore he was over her and didn't tell her how serious it was. So Stig and Aviva are going to take the ferry to San Pedro where he has a show. And we see the guy behind them in line recognizes him and goes, hey, what's up, Stig? So second time they've been in a public place. So far, no swarming Beatles-like fans.
No, he can go out in public, and a camera crew is following him, and still nobody is approaching him. Yes.
Also, for the second time, it was a man. So I thought these young girls were going to be fainting and trying to pull off his clothes.
Me too. And just punching Aviva right in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all. So like pulling out his hair so they could clone him in a lab. And instead, it's literally been two guys who are like, hey, Stig, cool. What's up?
What up, man? Great to see you
They
again.
didn't even ask for his autograph. They didn't ask for a selfie.
Nope.
Nothing. So she's being really quiet because she's upset. And the things Richie told her are making her remember certain things. She's putting things together in her head. He says jokingly, you're acting like a kid. I don't like the silent treatment. Like, let's get it out in the open. Tell me what's going on. And she says, well, Richie told me you were thinking of having a baby with your ex. And that's what you said to me. Do you say that to every girl? And he says, well, yeah, that's true. I am dating, looking for love and marriage and family, which would be a good reality show. Stig Looking for Love. Hosted by
just
Holly Robinson Pete. And like that King's Court show.
You're right.
Or The Bachelor. So Stig the Bachelor. Instead of Stig the Artist, Stig the Bachelor.
Cute. I like it. I like it.
So he's like, that's my purpose in looking for love. I'm over that Playboy lifestyle and I want a family. And so he tells us the girl from Texas, he was with her for a year and a half. She was in Belize on vacation. That's how they met. And she broke his heart. And she says, well, Richie said you're not over her. And he goes, Richie's talking crazy. He's a liar. I don't even know. Just don't listen to him. Don't let him get to you. You have to control your own feelings. You're making this a big deal. It's not a big deal, which felt a little gaslighty. I didn't really love that.
I agree. Yeah.
And she's like, okay, but now I'm remembering that you went to Texas for work, you said a few months ago. And you said you had family there. You were going to perform in a show and you didn't invite me. And she's like, and I thought that was weird. And he's like, well, it was just to perform. I didn't even end up seeing my family. I certainly did not see a girl. And she's like, well, I'm remembering that you were really quiet and were not texting me those few days while you were there.
That's crazy that she lives in Arizona.
Exactly.
And he came to Texas and they've never seen each other in person. And she did not go to see him.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Makes no sense. Actually.
She could have hopped on a flight.
Easy.
Not had to cross borders at all.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I would have been so suspicious. You're coming to the States and I'm not
Right.
going to see you.
Yeah. That's
So
something ain't right.
yeah, so she's like, you're charming, and I just can't tell if you're being real about things. Like when you say you're exclusive, are you just charming me? And
Mhm.
he's like, I'm real. I don't lie. She's like, so you really are a one woman guy? And he goes, yeah, I could do that. What? What? You could do that? That's what you've been saying you are doing. What is I
That's the answer when
could?
somebody says, "Do you wanna go get ice cream later?" "Yeah, I could do that."
I could do that.
Sure, I could do
I
that."
could go for some
Uh,
ice cream.
uh-huh.
I could go for marrying you and having a child with
Sure.
you.
Yeah, or the girl from Texas, whichever. I don't
Whatever.
care. Yeah.
Also, aren't we already doing that? So could implies we're not currently doing that.
Right.
You don't say I could go for some ice cream as you're eating ice cream.
Right.
And
Interesting.
so she says to us, I do not know what to think. I don't know if I trust him anymore. I am kind of wishing I used protection last night.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl.
Now, would you like to hear my theory?
Yes, please.
She's pregnant
Already.
because in that red dress in her confessional, she looks pregnant. It looks to be that they're trying to confuse us with patterns.
Yeah.
Um, because it looks like it's like that kind of dress that like right under the boob and it goes out. Because I was staring at it and I was watching on my computer, not even on my full screen to really and I go, "Oh, she looks pregnant." And that would also explain why her face looks different all the time.
Interesting. So you think she got pregnant right away, pretty much?
Yeah, and I think that, probably they're shooting these confessionals months later,
Yeah.
right? Mhm. That's what I think.
Okay.
Okay. That's my theory. Okay, other
You know
people.
who's not gonna be happy is Aunt Spring, who is in witness protection. She is not gonna be happy.
Every time you say Aunt Spring, I'm like, "That cannot be that woman's name."
I know.
I just it just I forget about her, and I know she's coming. I know she's
Yeah.
coming, and we're gonna see her more, and she's gonna have some evidence. Okay, let's get it over with. We have to talk about Lisa and Daniel. We
New
open with
baby girl Lisa.
I mean,
Put
this
Bayou girl Lisa. Bisexual baby girl Lisa.
this dummy. Okay.
Dumb baby girl Lisa. Baby
So,
dumb Lisa.
we open with her being shocked over the engagement, and she was like, "I came here for the engagement. I just didn't think it'd be in the first 10 minutes. I don't wanna say yes because I have to tell him all my secrets, like, I'm still married to a woman, and I've been married 5 times, and I've only been with women for the past 21 years. I don't know what to do." So then she says, "Yes. Yes, baby. Yes." And she kisses him. The band plays, everybody's happy and dancing, they kiss some more, and then in a talking head, she's like, "Oh my god, you're my fiance." And he says, "And you are mine."
Ugh,
Eats her
ugh,
face off.
ugh. This is when I set down my bootable.
Disgusting. And she goes, "How long have you been planning this?" And he says he's been planning it for 6 months. She's like, "That's when we met. Oh my god." And
Well,
they
to
get
be fair, God and his mother had already told him an
right.
older white American woman was gonna come into his life.
That's
So
correct. That's right. And he says, "No, I knew right away it would work. So why slow down? You are my God given gift." And she's like, "Oh my God." So then there's an uncle there. And the uncle says, "Thank you for accepting my nephew and for the harvesting the American dollar. You're going to save our whole family." Little do they
imagine
know.
you're Emma and you're
Okay.
watching this episode and
Mhm.
you're like, Lisa gets to meet the family. I've been wanting to meet the family. This woman is getting an engagement ring and I'm not getting baby. Why am I not getting my wigs are better than her wigs?
I don't know if that's true because I got to say, I,
She thinks they're better is all
she
I'm saying.
thinks they're better. I'm sort of into Lisa's wigs. I got to tell you, I think they look great on her.
They
I
do.
do.
I just hate that she's so uncomfortable and is giving herself rashes.
Oh, I can't even imagine how sweaty she is.
Ugh.
God. Um, so okay. The uncle says blah blah blah. Okay, so the talking head, she goes, "Gosh, that was so much fun. but I said I wouldn't be engaged until I told him the truth. But I wanted to say yes, so I said yes. Oh, I need to tell him everything, and I hope he doesn't change his mind. Um, they head to the hotel, and my God, this is in the car, the blah, blah, the tonguing. This is the clip that I recorded with my phone off my computer to post because I needed the people to be prepared when they watched the episode that this was going to happen. This is upsetting.
No, you wanted to traumatize the people who aren't watching and are just listening to us talk about it.
Okay. If we have to see it, you have to see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. And that poor cab driver.
Oh my God. So in the talking head, she says, I've never been kissed like that ever.
No one has, because it wasn't kissing. It was a lion eating a gazelle's face.
Clip that. See what I did there? Okay. Okay. So funny.
It was one of those alien movies where they're sucking. No, it's The
Yeah.
Last of Us, where the people that have been infected by the fungi are grabbing the faces of someone, and then their fungi goes into the person's mouth and turns them into fungi.
What? I'm not watching that movie ever. I'll just watch it here. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So she says, I've never been kissed like that. And he says, her lips are as natural as honey. And that's why I wanted to bite them. And she's so stunning. I could not resist her. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's such a smooth talker. You're a full blown idiot too.
I doubt anything as sweet as honey. We saw that airport fresh up in the bathroom and talking about how sweaty underboobs she had.
She needs to get directly into that bathroom and get
Yeah.
clean. And she doesn't. So in the car, he says, we need to call Princess and tell her how I proposed. Is he calling Faith Princess?
Yes, yes.
What? And she goes, not tonight. I just want to spend all my time with you. I think she's going to be real surprised.
Yeah.
She's going to be real surprised that you not only caved, but caved within the first 4 minutes of being there.
This is Faith. I hate to say it. I don't want to blame you for your mother's clear
Yeah.
mental problems. This is why the conservatorship should have been drawn up, and you should have gone with her to Africa.
Oh my God. In the talking head, she goes, Faith's gonna be furious. I told her I would come clean before he proposed, and that didn't happen. But tonight, the last thing I want to think about is a lecture from Faith. So they go to the room, and she's like, baby, I have so many gifts for you. I've got so much stuff, baby. She appears to give him a gold necklace and a diamond ring.
Yeah.
Now, we assume it's lab grown, perhaps a diamel, but he's like, whoa, he's so excited. He's got this ring, he's got a gold necklace. I'm like, damn, girl, you can't even pay your rent.
I know. She's like Kimbali coming with the Xbox.
Well, Kimberly has a job.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
she shows him her oils, her sex oils.
She's
and
really jumping right in head first.
And the condoms. She's like, look, I have oils and condoms. And he goes, yeah, right about that. So I'm really tired. Ooh. Look at my big yawn. Can I take a shower? And she goes, we'll take a shower together. And he goes, tomorrow. Give me a rain check on that. Tomorrow we're going to be showering
Yeah, just
together.
can't. I'm so damn it. If I wasn't so tired, my body is betraying me because I'm dying to have sex with you, but so tired.
So the ITM,
Narcolepsy. I'm about to fall asleep. He starts to pat her. This is when the body language completely changes too.
Totally
he does
changed.
like a pat on the back that's very much like good girl, like like your sister or something, just very like, okay, kiddo, it's like so non-sexual. He's gone from Frenching to pat like that.
Yeah, it's very, very quick.
Yeah.
So in this ITM, because they're in the room following her around, she says, I wonder if he's just tired or not interested, but I want it to happen because I want to just get it over with. It's been 21 years. I'm so nervous. And oh my God, now I'm panicking. Like, what if I want it and he doesn't want it? It'll be such a letdown. It's a real possibility. He's acting real different.
Yeah.
And he is acting real different.
Yes. And it
So
was instantaneous.
yes, the minute they got in that room and she started being like, "Here's a chain, here's a diamond ring, here's our oils and our lube." He's like, "What? No."
Uh-huh. I think he was into the first set of gifts, and
Yeah,
then it was maybe the oils that turned him off.
right. So he hops out of the shower and she just sort of rubs his bare chest. And then she goes in the bathroom and comes out in the lingerie. Ma'am, you better have showered in there.
Yeah, seriously.
And so she's giggling and gets on the bed in her lingerie. And she's like, baby. And she kisses him and they kiss. And he rubs her wig,
Yeah.
rubs her wig. And then he goes, yes, we're just going to sleep. And she goes, okay. So she's giggling, getting under the sheets. He's like, hee hee hee.
Yeah.
So the talking head, she goes, I'm so worried. He must have seen my wrinkles and my saggy body. He doesn't want me now. And
Oh,
now I'm afraid. What if he leaves me here and leaves me stranded in this country? I was like, wow.
that was a leap. But also, don't make me feel bad for you, baby girl Lisa. I can't. I feel bad for you for a different reason because of how dumb you are. But now I feel bad for you because you are insecure.
He's not going to abandon her. I mean, maybe he will. The previews don't look great.
Maybe he wants to get the blessing next week before he has sex with her.
That's wishful thinking.
Maybe he
Okay.
took an edible before he came. A Molly. He took Molly. What does that
No,
make
that
you
makes you
like?
want to have sex.
Exactly, but it's wearing off. He took it before he met her at the
Oh.
airport. That made him
Oh.
all horny and like, oh, just feeling your hair and sensual and lips and
Yeah.
like, and now it's worn off. And
That's
it
a good
also
theory.
makes you depressed after
Mm.
because all the like euphoria in your brain gone.
Wow. I think it's just an easier explanation, which is now I have to bang her. I don't want
Right.
to. Okay, let's move on to some more people that banged is Jovon and Annalyn.
Oh boy. So they woke up after their first night together and
Yes.
but thankfully not too much. Oh no, we do get some talk about the sex. He
Some.
says it's surreal to wake up with her, smell her morning breath, and they're teasing each other. They made love. And she says, he says, how was it? And she says, it was good. And she's like, why did you take so long to answer? And she says, well, I wanted to ask you the same thing. How was it? And he says, I have no complaints. She's like, yeah, that's right. So she's going to take him for a spicy lunch. She wants to show him the culture and traditional food from Bicol. Bicol? Bicol. And she says they put chilies on everything, including the ice cream. And she's not sure he can handle the heat. And he wants her to think he's not a punk. So he's eating everything spicy, but his face is getting redder. It's like he's doing a hot wings challenge and he's getting more uncomfortable and he's worried he's going to blow up the toilet later.
Yes, I'm worried as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says, we are a hot people. And maybe last night will be a one night and bullseye. I'm pregnant. And she says
Jeez.
they are married at least already.
Well,
And they've
that's
been
true.
together for like 7 years.
Mhm.
So she says she's almost 40. She really wants to have a baby. And she says, how would it work if I got pregnant? And he says, I would do everything to be here with you. I'm not going to be separated from my child and be in America. And she's like, okay, so if we were having a child, you could suddenly come here easily. But for me, you waited years, 7 years, 3 as a married couple
Uh-huh.
to come and get here. And he tells us her mood switches all the time. She takes things the wrong way. I have to walk on eggshells around her. She's always looking for problems, and I just can't be myself around her. And he says, okay, so you flipped that and made that all about yourself instead of about the baby. And she's like, don't give me that. Also, he could have just said, you're right. I should have come sooner and not
Right.
let money or anything stop me because you're my wife.
Right.
Instead, he's gaslighting her. Also, he's trying to gaslight us by making it seem like she turned into a demon and red lights were coming out of her eyes
No.
and fire coming out of her mouth. She had a pleasant smile on her face. She wasn't raising her voice or anything.
Yeah.
But he is a men's rights
Yeah,
truther, and
he
is
sure
like,
is.
probably thinks a woman shouldn't even question him. So
We've
that's why
turned
he's been happy.
I've turned hardcore on him.
Yeah, absolutely. So later she's taking him to get a couples massage. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want anyone up in his business. I get that. But
I don't.
he's gonna go because they're trying to move on from their discussion at lunch. He points at the massage table and he says, "Your head goes there." And she goes, "No, your butt." I thought that was funny. A hole in the table.
Yeah.
And she tells him how she gets massages all the time for stress. And he's like, huh, I've been sending her $600 a month. And I'm old school. I feel like the man should provide, but the money I'm sending her, it's like her vacation fund. And I have wondered why she has not worked. She had said it was so they could talk more,
Yeah.
but I don't there's so they could be on the same time zone, but
Yeah. It is She seems like she could get some job because
some
she did
job.
go to college and got,
Yeah.
like a communications degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a part-time something.
Something. Yeah.
Um, and he says he thinks he could have visited sooner if she would budget better. And, they're going to visit her family, but he hasn't learned any Tagalog. And
Mhm.
she says, "Don't you wanna be able to communicate with my family like I communicate with your family?" And he's like, "Speaking of my family, you kind of overstep a little bit. When we fought last time, you called my sister to complain about me, and that was a bit much." I felt I've been called a bit much, and I know you have too.
Yes, I
It
have.
hurts. She was at work and you were a little unhinged. And at this point, the massage therapist duck out of the room when they
Mhm.
hear unhinged. They're like, "Okay, that's my cue."
But I was looking at that massage and she was digging in her shoulders like, "Oh, I need a massage. That looks good."
It looked good.
Yeah.
I hate massages.
Mm.
Hate.
Why?
And he says, "Why do you feel like you can unload to her and not to me?" And she says, "When I'm feeling emotional, I go to a family member to talk it out. I mean, when you're upset with me, you run to other women. So it's kind of rich that you're coming at me for talking to your sister."
Uh-huh. Great point.
And so they start arguing, and he says, "Where's your accountability? Why did my husband feel the need to go to another woman? What was I not doing as the wife that made him talk to another woman?" And she's like,
What?
she goes, "You're so putting the blame on me, basically cheating. Like it's my fault that you basically cheated."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, you can be a handful." And she goes, "You know what? You complain about me being hyper emotional, but you're the reason I am like this."
Right.
To quote Taylor Swift, "No one likes a mad woman. You made her like that."
In the words of Ronnie Karen, no woman ever drove herself crazy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
So she says, "I thought things would be better in person, but we're still fighting, and it's literally day 1 of our honeymoon."
Oh, I forget they're on their honeymoon.
It's literally their honeymoon.
They're at that beautiful resort. Yeah, I don't like him trying to say, "You need to look at yourself and think, why would my husband talk to another woman? How
Yeah.
about just don't do that, you
Just
dick?"
talk to your sister or your mom or your
Yeah.
brother or your
Mom,
dad. You have a
sister
whole
seemed pretty understanding.
Yeah,
She seemed pretty cool
yeah.
at that fake Michael's. Okay. It's still you. We're still talking. It's still Kimberly's turn. We're going to talk about Rick and Trisha, and I had a couple of bullet points, which is this guy's disgusting. Is he the worst guy we've ever had on our show?
He's certainly getting up there.
He's getting up
I
there.
had
He
some
is
rage. I was feeling flames on the side of my face for sure.
God, he's gross.
Yeah. Um,
Gross.
it was so nice they haven't been on, I felt like, for a while. So I was like, "Oh, Rick, I
And just
forgot that you
just
existed." To
watch the
quote Taylor
words you
Swift again.
watch the words that you use here, because I don't want to hear what it is that he says here.
I will do it.
Okay.
I don't wanna say that word either.
Okay. Thank you.
So, he says that he's not ready to tell her about what happened in Colombia
Mm,
because he doesn't wanna lose her.
mhm.
She comes out of the bathroom, and we see a giant black tarp or black trash bags,
Mhm.
plastic on the ground of the
For
hotel room.
murdering people, for murdering
Yes,
people.
it's a
Yes.
full-on Dexter
Yes.
room,
Mhm.
and she kicks it, and he goes, "I still don't get what the problem is with it." So he says, "Trisha told me that she's a" should I say the technical term?
Yeah, say the technical term.
She's a female ejaculator,
Okay.
and when
Mhm.
she gets excited, she can make a mess. So he got these black trash bags or tarp to spread the plastic on the bed. And we see a flashback. He has put them on the bed like a mattress cover, like a comforter. He says, so we wouldn't get charged for the sheets.
This is so beyond. This is so beyond. He's first of all, he's cheap, and second of all, what do you think a hotel is for? They they put the sheets in bleach. I mean, what do you is he
Darcy, Darcy and Georgie, they had to go into a different hotel room. Remember, because the people in before had like swung from the rafters
they
having
had
sex.
broken the bed.
Yeah.
Listen, people get, self-tan all over sheets. People, have their period on sheets. People get
Mm-hmm.
murdered in these rooms. You
Mm-hmm.
think that this girl's, fluids are gonna make you get
Ruin
charged?
the entire bed.
I w He's so gross.
And why did you have to do this and discuss it when the camera crew was there?
I'm sure they walked in and saw that and were like, "What's going on? Are we about to be a part of a ritual killing? What's
Mhm.
happening?" And
Mhm.
then they told the camera crew and the production's like, "This is gold. We gotta put it on TV."
Uh-huh.
"Production, you're wrong. We didn't need to know."
We didn't need to know, and I feel like it's embarrassing for Trisha, and I don't feel like
Yes,
that's appropriate.
I agree.
So, he's showing her the mattress that is now covered with the
Tarp.
tarp, and he says, "Think of it like our splash pad."
No, no,
And she wrinkles her nose and is disgusted.
as she
Um,
should be, and she's embarrassed.
she tells us, "I did send him a sexual video of me doing this thing that we have been speaking of,
Yes.
and he really liked it. But that didn't mean that I wanted him to put trash bags on the bed. That's like for garbage. I did not sign up for this."
Right.
And he says, "It was a surprise. I wanted to show you that I was really down to please you." He thought it was like a thoughtful gift.
Okay, we gotta move on. I'm
So you can
so
get your lady jizz all over and we won't get charged. Like he probably would have offered to split it with her, but he wouldn't have even paid for the whole thing himself. He said, So are you going to pay for the damage to the mattress?" He says.
what?
He's got what? Because she's turning down having sex on a Dexter murder tarp. You are going to charge her if the hotel were to charge you. Also, do you think it is like acid that comes out of her vagina that is going to burn a hole in the down to the mattress?
I don't know. This is so upsetting and so gross, and he's so gross, and this is so beyond. Like, I
Also, I can't believe we have to talk about this in
also
the
put
light
down
of
a
day.
towel, like, put down a
Why is our
towel. What are you
camera
talking
on? I
about?
wish no one could see me right now. Just pretend I'm not here. I can't do it, Mary Payne.
Oh,
I
it's so
never have to talk about this stuff on my show. I just have to talk about murder.
Okay, it's over.
So,
It's over. We did it. I'm crying. I'm
how
crying.
cheap is he also?
That's what I'm saying, and he's also so cheap that he would rather bring a tarp from the United States over than be charged $7. I what hotel have you ever heard sending you a bill later for sheets that were ruined?
There was a lady on Below Deck. I want to say it was Erica what's her face, and her husband was a total douchebag. I think she was a housewife at some point, or on a show. She was on one of the Bravo shows.
Okay.
Erica Rose? No,
Whitney
Erica
Rose?
Jane?
No, Erica Jane was not on Below Deck, and neither was Whitney Rose.
Who is Erica Jane?
Erica
I
Jane was married to Tom Girardi, and they have not been on Below Deck.
Okay, it's, somebody.
Okay.
Also, Whitney was on Below Deck this season, 'cause,
Yeah, with the housewife, all the housewives
yeah.
were. Yeah.
But anyway, she was on her mom, was on this white couch with the fake tanner, and
Uh-huh.
then denied ever being on it, and then tried to make the other guests chip in because they were gonna be charged like thousands of dollars because they
Yeah.
could not get the stain out of the couch, and she's like, "It wasn't me," and they have footage, the whole boat is filmed that it was
Yes.
her,
Yeah.
and she was trying to get the other people to chip in, and they were like, "Absolutely not. I'm not chipping in for that."
Okay.
And
I'm gonna figure it out. Who ruined a couch on Below Deck with self tanner? I'm looking it up. Um, Cindy Rose, Erica Rose. No idea who that is. It's
okay, then
Cindy
maybe
Rose,
she's
Erica Rose's mother on Below Deck Sailing Yacht, but I don't know. That's not a Bravo person.
oh, okay. Then who is this Erica Rose person? She's just horrible?
She's just a person. I don't know. Um, okay, let's see. Who is Erica Rose? I'm now looking that up. Who is Erica Rose? Erica Rose is an Emmy, Webby, and GLAAD Media Award-winning director.
No, that's not her.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Ah. Erica Rose Sanders,
Oh, she's a lawyer.
a lawyer, slaying down the law. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know her.
Okay, so she wasn't anybody, maybe.
Well, she's a person that ruined a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or her mom did.
or her mom did.
Also
listen, we've
her
had
husband was horrible, like horrible.
we've
Like,
had plenty of Bravo people ruin things on Bravo shows with their spray tans. But
I'm sure it happens all
yes,
the
it
time.
happens all the time. Yeah.
With their acidic lady jizz, I don't think has ruined any mattresses ever.
Okay.
I don't think that's a thing.
Move on from that subject because I've had it.
I almost can move on. But
Okay.
he says we still had fun last night. We were both satisfied, even though she didn't need the
Tarp.
the tarp.
Mhm.
But I feel like she didn't give the plastic a fair shot, and it was pretty expensive, like $50.
Save that money and pay the fee for the cleaning.
There you go.
Ah,
What was he buying? Why was it $50?
I don't know what he's doing. He's got to get off my screen. I hate him so much.
I hate him. So later that day, we see that they are mid-heated discussion out on the street, and we
Mhm.
get the blue screen of death that
Mhm.
says, while cameras were down, Trish, by the way, they call her Trish. He calls her Trish. Her name is Trisha.
Trisha.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whatever. So I don't know what I'll call her. Just don't think I got it wrong.
Okay.
So I don't come at me.
Nobody's coming at you.
Come
Calm
at me
down.
for the jizz. Don't come at me for her
You
name.
guys, stop.
So the blue screen, it says, while the cameras were down, Trisha's repaired motorbike was dropped off at a hotel. Rick says, I thought it was being dropped off by like a mechanic or something, but instead it was this guy who is friends with her ex-boyfriend, the one that Rick is extremely jealous of because he is presumably closer to Trisha's age, but more importantly, rich.
Rich.
And Rick is not.
Mhm.
So because he's only a part-time extensions hair dealer and seasonal hair dealer, seasonal tap dancer,
Seasonal
rideshare driver.
seasonal bodybuilder, unclear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, I thought like it was just going to be a friend. Or a mechanic. Why is this guy who's your ex's friend? And apparently they were talking in Malagasy, but the guy spoke English. So Rick asked him in front of Trish, does she still talk to her ex?
Mhm.
Why are you just not trusting her? I
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
And the guy said, yeah, I think they saw each other like 4 months ago. And that was when she was supposed to be exclusive to Rick. Reminder, Rick went on a sex tourism bang trip to Colombia to be with his ex and slept with her for an entire week.
Uh-huh. While
He
he
is
was
now
dating Trisha and exclusive. Yes.
exclusive
Yes.
because his little baby man feelings were hurt that she ghosted him for 5 days.
Mhm. Right.
So he had to bang someone in another country.
Right. That's
So
what you do.
they go get dinner. He is feeling super irritated about the ex. Irritated. You have no right to feel any of these feelings, sir, after what you did.
Agree.
But he's like very jealous because this guy has money. He keeps bringing it up. So he wants to talk about it. She says, what's there to talk about? I ran into my ex like 4 months ago and I said hi. And Rick is grilling her like he is a detective holding a light in her face. Where were you on September 12th and at what 9:58? She's like, it was a restaurant. What restaurant? So was he like outside and you were walking in? Like draw me a diagram of exactly who was where. She's like, he was outside. I said hi. He's like, did you wave him over or did you go over to talk to him? What the fuck does it matter? She
He's
goes, he was with his family. I know his family. So I went to say hi to them. That was it. And he goes, this is so sketchy. Again, that's rich.
again.
That's oh, the irony.
Mm.
So he says, why didn't you tell me? That's super shady that you didn't tell me. And she says, I didn't tell you because he was trying to get back together with me. And I said, no, I have a boyfriend.
Mhm.
And I told him about you. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? And she says, I was scared you'd act like you're acting right now.
Exactly. Yes.
And he says, is the guy still contacting you? And she says, yeah, he's texted me, but it stopped. And it was just around that time a few months ago.
Mm.
And Rick says, can I see the messages?
Crazy.
He wants proof, timelines, receipts.
Yes.
This is insane. You stuck your dick in your ex in Colombia.
Yes.
On a trip,
at this exact time.
At this exact time, on a trip that she doesn't even know you went on.
Right. Right.
So she shows him on her phone. This guy was calling her. He was texting her. She didn't respond. She didn't answer his calls. And he's looking. He's like looking at the dates. He's like drawing some sort of timeline of a murder investigation.
Right.
And he says, okay, I believe you. It makes your story a lot more credible that you have this proof. Why is her word not enough? Believe women. I don't need to see the Epstein lists.
It's crazy because when she finds out what he did and then she thinks back on all of this and how she was being made to feel bad.
Yep. 1000%. And so she's like, this is the best conversation ever. The producer is talking to just Rick, and the producer says, so why does your mind go to cheating? Do you think maybe you're projecting? And Rick says, I guess it's possible. And the producer says, so if she was cheating, do you think that would make you feel better? And he laughs.
Justified.
He laughs and is like, yeah, maybe I'd feel a little less guilty about what I did. Like he wants her to have cheated so that he will be absolved of some of his guilt.
Well, then it's an excuse like, well,
Yeah.
you cheated, so I cheated. So yeah.
Or somehow I knew that you were cheating and that's why I cheated. So it's not so bad because you did it first. Or at least I thought you did. So she tells Rick, it really hurts that you needed proof. Like, why didn't you just believe me at my word? And she tells us, my ex, this guy that she met at the restaurant, was always jealous. He always accused me of cheating, but he was the one that was actually cheating. And now Rick is acting the exact same way. And it's making me think that Rick is hiding something because he's accusing me of it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Good job. Good job, Trisha. You put it together. Good.
Yeah. Also, hypocrisy, thy name is Rick. We hate you. Get off our screens.
Hate. Okay. Now we're going to move on to Emma and Ziad. So they're about to go out to meet his friends, and he's like, "You look so good. Why do you need to have all this makeup? How can you spend 1 hour behind a mirror?" And she goes, "Oh my God, it's more like 2 hours. I got to bronze my boobs, babe. Please."
I,
So they go to meet the friends who before they walk up, the friends are talking and they're like, "This is crazy. Like this shit."
yeah.
They're talking about them before they walk up.
Yeah.
And they arrive. The minute they sit down, she starts putting her lipstick on. I was like, "Didn't we just say you were in the mirror for 2 hours?"
Yeah. She needs
So
a touch up.
touch up.
She can never do any activity, I feel like. Could you imagine dating her and everywhere you go and you couldn't like go to Disneyland, anything, because it would just be she would never be talking to you without
Yeah.
looking at her phone. Like even when her sister was driving her to the airport, she kept hogging the rear view mirror so she
Yeah.
could check her makeup. And the sister was like, I need that to drive.
Right. Yeah. So, in her talking to it, she goes, "I think this is showing progress in our relationship because I'm meeting as friends, and hopefully I can do a little digging about Ziad too." So we meet the two buddies. It's Anas and Noamane, Noah Main. I'm gonna call them Anas and Nomi because I can't say his name. So everybody orders food and she's like, "I'll just get a cappuccino," because she doesn't eat.
Yeah.
So Emma is like, "Are you guys always together all the time? Are you guys like besties?"
Oh my God.
Um, and they're like, "Yes, we are friends." And she goes, "Does he talk about me all the time?"
Oh my
And
God. Immediately
oh,
centers it towards herself.
and Anas says, yes, he told us that he met a nice girl from the US. So we're wondering, like, what do you see in Ziad? Like him? Why do you like
Yeah.
him?"
Have you seen him in real life? We saw the pictures he sent to you.
Yeah,
They do
because
not look like his actual face.
no. And she goes, "Well, I fell for him really quickly because, like, right away, he was calling me his wife and we had like an instant connection." And the friends are looking at each other like, "Are you hearing this?" And the Nomi guy goes, "So to Ziad, he says, in their language, he says, 'So you're going out and she's wearing this. Are you okay with that?'"
Yeah.
Um, and she says, "What is he saying?" But they all speak English, but the guy's just clearly shit talking her. And she goes, "What?
Uh-huh.
What are you saying?" And Zia goes, "Oh, he's saying like, how are we going out? And you look like this." And she goes, okay. So I asked Ziad if I could wear whatever I want, wherever I want. And he said, yes, it's fine. You can wear whatever you want everywhere. And he goes, "Well, I didn't know that you'd be wearing this when we're in the Medina and all that. And then you should wear different things." And she goes, "No, that's not what you told me. You told me I could wear whatever I wanted, wherever."
Yeah.
I asked him. And the friend goes, "So this was a misunderstanding?" And she goes, "No, he lied. He said different things to me online that's different than what he said in person."
Which is
And
true. We have
which
video
is true.
proof
Yes.
of
And
that scene at the beach.
Zia goes, "No, no, 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 no. She lied. She lied about something." And she goes, "What? What did I lie about?" And as she starts talking, she's like, "What did I lie about? What are you talking about?" He goes, "You see this? When I am talking, you should listen to me. You're being so disrespectful." And because he's trying to be cool in front of his friends.
Mhm.
And he says, "Whenever I talk, she interrupts me. You're disrespectful. I make a lot of effort to find words because I'm not perfect in English and it takes me a second." And she goes, "I know, baby." And he tells his friends, "When I tell you the whole story, you will be dumbfounded." And she goes, and I was like, "Are we going to talk? Is Muhammad coming out?"
Right.
Um, and she goes, "Tell me, what did I lie about? What did I lie about?" And he goes, "When I asked what she was up to in the months when we were apart, she says she was in the middle of breaking up with someone. So she was in a relationship with somebody else at the same time." And he says, "So you are a liar." He goes, "How could I be with somebody else when I was with a girl? How could you do it?" And she goes, "Wait, Ziad." She goes, "You were on dating apps, talking to girls, messaging girls, and telling the girls, 'Come to Morocco, come and see me.' He goes, no, no, no. This is like a nice thing, like a welcome thing, like welcome to Morocco. It's not the same as asking them out.
Is he
And,
not gonna say, "How did you know that? How did you know what I was saying to these girls?"
and the guys are like, yeah, it's like when you say welcome to our country. And Emma goes, no, no, no. It's a dating app.
Yeah.
So if every guy I ever talked to, I would say, come to Los Angeles. How would you think about that? And he goes, no, 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 it's not the same. And she goes, oh, okay. So don't try to act like you're on a dating app trying to welcome people to the Morocco.
Yeah, you'd work for the Moroccan
Yep,
tourism
tourism
board all of
on
a
a dating
sudden.
app, on
Yeah.
a dating app. And Anastasis goes, I see what you're saying here. And this is all seems to be a lack of trust. So he says, do you can see yourself continuing with this, Ziad? Um, and she goes, here's the thing. I want to overcome all our problems and get married. And I want to be engaged by the end of this trip. What?
That's crazy.
What? And
But
so,
again, that ring is feeling really lonely, that ring finger, since she broke up with the other boyfriend 7 months ago.
so Nomi says to Ziad, he goes, do you think she's good to be a wife, to be married to? Do you think her? Her? And Zia goes, I don't know, but what I'm thinking is like definitely not like 0%. And so he's speaking in Farsi, I guess, and then he switches over to English and says 0% in English. And she goes, hold on a minute. What is 0%? What? And he goes, to be married to you, wife material, you are 0%.
At this point, one of the friends starts to put on his jacket and zip it up so he can make a quick getaway if it keeps going south. He's like, "Just do we have the check? I just want to be ready to bolt."
When she goes, what? And he goes, yeah, 0%. And she goes, so you told me we're going to be on this trip and we're going to get engaged and we're going to get married. And now you're saying you're at 0% wanting to marry me? What are you talking about? And he goes,
Well,
yeah,
that's because of your behavior also, since you got there. You both were being totally different people online.
yes, I agree. But I mean, we've seen like, this is crazy. So he goes, I'm going to need more time with you. I need more time to understand you. We are so different. And she's just like, 0%? What? But listen, I got to say, like, they're both right because
They're
he's
both
like,
right, and it's actually I'm more on his side because usually on this show, these idiots wanna rush in and think
yeah.
marriage will fix all their problems, and they barely know somebody. Look at Aviva's trying to get pregnant on the first night with this cheater.
But I think he was trying to be cool in front of his friends and be
Yes.
like, "I'm not gonna let this woman speak to me like this." And she's
Yes.
like, "Hold on a minute. This is absolutely opposite of what you've told me."
Yeah.
And she's
They've
trying to call him out in front of his friends.
which again, Rick, thy name is hypocrisy. Emma
Right.
also, because she was fully double dipping with both Moroccan men
Yes.
and at the same time,
Yes.
and has not told him yet that she was engaged to this full other human.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and she tried and he said, "No,
They're
don't tell
both
me."
shady as fuck. They
Yeah.
almost deserve each other.
They'll probably end up together and we'll be like, "We believe in their love."
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Forrest and Sheena. Now,
Oh,
some news came out this week, guys, that Forrest and Sheena they have a picture together in 2019.
oh, is that what it was on the text that you were
Yes,
talking? I didn't
yes,
see a date.
yes. There's a picture of them together in the Philippines in 2019. So
So
all
this is
this,
not the first trip.
not the first time they've ever met each other in person.
Shady mother effers, Matt Sharp. You've
Tried
done
to
it again.
done it again, Matt Sharp. You got us again.
Mm-mm.
Dang it. Yeah.
I just don't know why, because these people are crazy enough. Their
Yeah.
stories are interesting enough
Yeah.
without the lying.
It wouldn't have been any weirder if he had met her in person before. We wouldn't be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, now the story's stupid." The
Mhm.
story's still great.
Mhm.
They decided to stick together. But anyway, they were together in 2019. A picture came out and it broke the internet, as
Wow.
it were. Yeah.
Except it went right over my head.
Except for you didn't even see
I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
understand the text and I didn't respond to it. I just was like, "Okay, I don't even know. They're drinking
Meanwhile, all of us have to
Frappuccino."
have green text because of Kimberly, and then she doesn't even respond because of
I
her
don't know what it looks
stupid
like and why it's
Android.
annoying.
Okay.
And I don't know why that's annoying.
It just is.
Okay.
It just is. Okay.
That's fine. So Forrest and Sheena are packing to visit her parents, and he's like, "Should I pack Sex Bear?" Why? This couple's obsession with the teddy bears, and why is one of them a sex bear, and why is it so small? It's a wee bear for a baby. It's
What
literally 6 inches
what
high.
happens with that bear?
I
I don't
don't
wanna know.
want to know.
After we've heard
And then
what
he
we've
says,
heard. Oh,
"Yeah, oh God, do you
mm.
need a tarp? Do you need a
You need a
mini
tarp
tarp?
with the use
Mini
of that
tarp
bear.
to go under baby sex bear." And then he says, "Should I bring my banana hammock?" He loves that expression so
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
And Molly yells from the other room, "No banana hammock, Forrest."
I hope he was able to buy some clothes.
I do. I
Yeah.
hope that he at least has underwear and like maybe one extra shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's hoping to make a good first impression and then talk to her parents about the money. And Molly says, "Well, I will be praying for the best outcome for them. And then, as we agreed upon, I will come the following day. And I'm fine with it. And I definitely won't say I told you so when it becomes a disaster without me there." And so they leave, and then she says she and Dev are doing a talking head, but he has not spoken yet in this episode. I feel like he didn't have his teeth in yet.
Something with the teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, "I just still can't believe they're going without me. And I think the parents are going to try to trick Forrest, and Forrest will think everything's fine with them, and he'll tell me not to come, and it'll be a disaster." And Dev is like, "Mm-hmm."
Mhm.
So her parents live 2 hours away out in nature. They are taking a bus and then a tricycle, which is I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a tuk-tuk, right?
Yeah,
Where it's like a tricycle and then you're in the back and the person's pedaling in the
something
front.
like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
So they are on this bus and but it is so crowded. Forrest is large and he is squished. He goes, "There's basically a little boy sitting on my lap that I don't know." And they pan over and this like blur face of this kid is sitting right next to him, and they're all just like become one.
Yeah,
It's
they're like,
like,
if you're gonna ride on it,
yeah,
you're going to
it's
have to
just
put a child on your lap. Yeah.
it's skin on skin is
Mhm.
what's happening.
Sweaty.
It's but he's like, "You look so beautiful, Sheena. Why weren't you a model?" And she's all sweaty and has a suitcase sitting in her lap because
Yeah.
there's no room for it.
Yeah.
So Sheena says that Molly and Dev would never figure out this bus system on their own, so they're hiring a car for them. She's like, "We would never see them again,"
Right.
which might have been a good thing. I'm surprised she's not sending them there hoping they get lost forever or trafficked or something. So after the bus, waiting for the trike, he says he's very nervous that the parents won't accept him. And she's like, "Just be honest with them. They're going to ask you some questions, why you came here, about me, and they're going to ask you about your career." And he says, so this is where we get down to the nitty gritty. He
Uh-huh.
says, "Because of my disability, I can't focus at work.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't been able to find a job with a boss who understands that he needs to keep being on me to focus and do my job. And it usually ends up costing them more money. So I haven't had a job in several years and have been on disability."
Mhm.
And that's why it's on Sheena to save for the future, which again is why it's so rich that they're always so mad at Sheena for giving money to her parents when she's the only one who is actually bringing in
Who
money
makes
to
the
the
money. Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
So Sheena tells him, "You know what? You need to be a man and find a job. And you need to tell my parents that that's what you're going to do. And I know that you can do it. I believe in you." She tells us, "I have been very frustrated that I work so many hours. I work 6 days a week. I am in dog poop and with animals all day long. And Forrest doesn't work. And I'm the only one putting into the relationship. And I pay the money to my parents. It's so much pressure on me. And I can't handle it. And I'm going to have to tell my parents about Forrest's financial situation because they don't know, apparently."
Mm.
And she starts crying. She cries a lot. How
She
can she
does.
spare the moisture?
Yeah.
It's already so sweaty there.
Mhm.
So yeah, there this is gonna be a disaster.
It's gonna be a disaster next week. It's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah.
Though next weekend they show a little clip of her talking to her. I mean, she looks exactly like her mother.
But again, I do not like the characterization of her as being some sort of scammer when she is the only one that's putting money into this joint account.
Yeah, right. And more's gonna come out. More's gonna come
There's
out. This is
definitely shady
yeah,
stuff with her parents, and the money keeps disappearing. Like, for sure there's something shady.
yeah.
But also, Forrest, you haven't put in any money in the
I
account.
know. I mean,
So
could you get like a coffee shop job? I mean, just like something.
something.
Yeah. I don't know. Get paid under the table and then take that disability. No, don't do that. Don't scam the government. Okay.
No.
We're gonna finish up with Laura and Birkan, and they wake up in bed together and say it was a nice night. And he says, "I feel like I am on the clouds, and also I am wasted." Um, that's
Like we
not
say in Turkey.
like we say in Turkey. I am on the clouds, also wasted. He says it's because he's happy, but he's also so tired. And the talking head, she says, she was emotional after the plastic surgery consultation, but beer can made her feel beautiful. And when we got home, he definitely showed me he's attracted to me multiple times.
Oh my God.
So again, this is the sex episode.
Yeah.
So talking it together, she says, this episode should be called No Mile High Club in the Bathroom. Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, if we had to stick with that theme.
Nailed it.
So the talking head together, she says, sexual chemistry between us is pretty great. And, but it takes some time to learn
Is
people's
it?
preferences. Yeah. I mean, and she says, he's a bit vanilla and I'm a little spice. He's like Reese.
He's Reese.
He's
You're
Reese.
only gonna have vanilla ice cream?
That's
You
it.
won't even try another flavor?
No sprinkles, just vanilla. No, never try anything else. It's like Reese. And he says, that's because I didn't have sex for the last 4 years, but this old truck, it still works.
Okay.
And we're starting to see that, maybe he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And she says, and I got to say, he's pretty blessed down there. And he's like, oh, and they laugh
Wow.
and laugh about his big penis. Now, they go to an old market where we see the whirling dervishes. I had no idea that the term whirling dervish actually is like a thing. I
Mhm.
had no clue. I just thought it was like saying a Tasmanian devil. I had no idea, but it's very cool. And I went and looked it up and did like a little research on it. But he says it's the Sofi Islam meditating dance. One hand up, one hand is down. One hand, let's see, like this. One hand is receiving from God and one is giving to the earth. And they do these meditative dances where they spin in a circle. And this is how they meditate and show praise to God.
Very
It's the
cool.
Learning Channel, guys.
I
Learning Channel,
know.
TLC.
Thank you, Matt Sharp. Apologies for yelling at you a few minutes ago.
Um, yeah, I went and looked it up. I was like, wow, this is cool. And it looks really
See, it
cool.
promoted even more learning,
Yeah.
independent learning.
And I went and researched myself. It looks really cool. And it tells like these certain times of year where you can see it. And so they must have been there at that time. So they're eating and she is saying, I want to know everything about you. And he goes, okay, you know everything, but you can ask me anything. And she goes, well, like I only know bits and pieces about like where you're living. Like you don't live here. And he says, well, I went to Istanbul and I could not find a job. So I came back. I had no place to stay. And, with my debts and being jobless, so I am broke. And she goes, you have debt. So like how much? And he goes, I don't want to give you a heart attack, but it's a lot. It's about 50K. And she goes, oh, 50K, whatever is Turkish money. And he goes, which would be $1,500 in American.
Mhm.
And he goes, oh, so I wish it could be in Turkish, but no, it's US dollars. She goes, 50K in US dollars.
We
So
were both
we were off.
we were lowballing
We were
this.
lowballed it. And he goes, yeah, it's not a big deal. And she goes, pardon me, what? Um, and her talking head, she goes, it is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. He was not forthright. And I had no idea how bad his financial situation is. It's a huge red flag. Red flag. I'm waving my red flag. And
the fact that he was houseless also was not a red flag to you, Laura?
she didn't know. She didn't know he went
She
around from
maybe
person.
didn't know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're right.
And she goes, I had no idea. And she goes, he has told me he wants to be a protective provider as a husband. And I'm thinking, how? And
Yeah.
now I'm wondering, what other secrets is he keeping?
She really needs to sell one of her steamy romance novels.
Yeah. Yes, she needs to get that. What
That Twilight money.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. So she says to him, like, wow, like, I'm not happy hearing this right now. And he goes, well, I didn't want to worry you. And she goes, but if we're to share our life, we're starting off with a sizable debt. And he goes, we're not partners in the debt. The debt is only mine. And if I'm no longer in this country, who cares how much debt I have? And she goes, wait a minute. So,
you shouldn't say that on TV.
And she goes, wait. And she goes, so you're just going to run away from the country where the debt is? Like you're going to flee your debt? That's not how it works.
He's Danielle of Danielle.
But also, do you think they would approve him for a K-1 visa if he's $50,000 in debt?
I don't know how that works, but I doubt
don't think
it.
so.
Yeah.
And he goes, you don't have to worry. Listen, I always handle my own problems and I'm just waiting for the right time to sort it out. And he goes,
you're waiting for so you could have sorted it out at any time, but you're just waiting for the right time.
The right
to
time.
Sort it out.
He goes, in this country, earning money is too hard. But when I get to America, I can afford my debt and I can provide. I'll be able to work 2-3 jobs and take care of everything because I'm hustling and I'm trying so hard. She's like, huh? And she goes, God,
you could hustle there.
She goes, so many people have said you only want to be with me for our green card and money. And hearing what you're saying makes me think maybe that's true. And then they get her over and I team on the side. And she goes, I don't want to bring him to the US and then worry that he's going to start burning through my money.
Right.
Because he can't work for 6 months?
And you are legally responsible for him for 10 years. So financially responsible.
But he's just so like, meh. What does it matter if I don't live here? I don't have any debt. If I move, I don't have any debt.
The debt doesn't come with you.
No.
Apparently.
And I'm sure when you go to apply, the embassies don't check on that or make sure you're not a criminal or in serious debt. So we're talking to Ed, he goes, nah, she has a lot of doubts. And that's why I'm not even telling her the whole story, because when she finds out how I make money when I'm not working, I'm worried she's going to leave me.
I died. What does that mean? We have another secret coming. Is he
I worry.
He says he hasn't had sex in 4 years.
When she finds out how I make money when I'm not working, I worry she could leave me.
What is it?
Well, you're not making enough to pay off your debt.
No, you're obviously not good at it, whatever you're doing.
Is he selling drugs?
Well, okay. So he did say I haven't had sex in 4 years.
Okay. So he's not an escort.
It could be like, I don't know, like nude modeling. I doubt it.
Is he modeling for Invisalign? No.
Right. So drugs, that's a good possibility.
Yeah. Because what else could it be that would be so shocking if it's not? He's a prostitute. He's selling drugs. What would be?
He selling some sort of illicit material of some sort? I don't know.
What's it going to be?
What is it going to be?
I don't know. We don't have next week's episode yet, so we don't know. But I'm dying to know. And probably we won't even find out for weeks and weeks.
I guess there's not a big market in Turkey for a kind of mediocre guy who reads Nietzsche by the ocean.
I don't know. I guess not. And then the two friends, like I'm trying to like go back. Was there a clue there that we missed? Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to get next time on, but unfortunately it's Lisa's voice. It goes, next time on before the 90 days.
They need to not have her do the voiceovers.
No.
Respectfully.
No. It's
to Gypsy Rose. It's bad. Yeah. It needs to stop.
Sheena's dad, we meet the parents, and the dad says, you have the funds to help her. Like if you were to marry, you have the funds to help her, and she helps us also. Like you have the funds to pay for her and pay for us. And we see Forrest going, like,
Mm.
no. Stig is singing to a girl at the gig, which appears to just be in a club. It doesn't appear to be he's up on a stage with the women throwing the underwear at him.
No, he seemed to be on the same level as.
Yeah, like he's walking through a bar with his microphone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Where are you folks from tonight?
That's
Where's
exactly what it seemed like. Oh, you seem like you've got a nice ass. And
Yeah. Very
Aviva
weird.
says it was very awkward. She felt very awkward. And she's telling him, like, I didn't like it. I didn't like when you're flirting with that girl.
Yeah.
Birkan tells Laura she has to cut Michael out of her life. Like it's him or it's me. And she says, this is a weird controlling side of him I haven't seen. When are you guys going to learn? When you go there, the
They're
men,
always
they always
different.
become controlling, always
Mhm.
different. We've got 2 on this particular episode.
Seriously.
Daniel, Lisa and Daniel. Daniel is saying to Lisa, they're going to meet the uncle for the blessing. So I guess it's a different uncle. And he says, in our family, we are Christian and we don't smoke. We haven't seen her smoke. Is that like something new? She was vaping in the
You
corner.
guys got bigger problems than her smoking.
Way bigger than the smoking. And he says, and we tell the truth no matter what, no matter how hard. So she's worried about having to reveal things. I'm not ready to reveal. Now we see Rick.
She has so many things to tell
So
him.
many things. Now Rick and Trish are going to this gorgeous island. I was like, where was this? An island in Madagascar is incredible. And
Mhm.
they're talking on the beach, and he says, am I enough for you? She goes, of course. What are you talking about? And he says, of course, he has paranoia because the other guy's rich. And then he says, he's going to have to come clean and tell her what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. And then I
You
hope
are.
she leaves you on that island. No,
I'm
don't. The island's too
praying.
beautiful. Yeah.
I'm praying she leaves him. And she deserves so much better than him. She has a good job. She's young. She's beautiful. She seems nice and fairly normal and
Yeah.
smart. Like
Mhm.
she deserves so much better than Rick.
Get away from this guy.
Mhm.
Get away from this guy.
Take your
Don't say it.
Fem-
Don't. Nope. Take your talent and go elsewhere.
take your ejaculation somewhere else.
Oh my God. Can I tell you something so disgusting that I forgot to tell Keisha on the 60 Days In episode we just did?
By the way, no shame. We're not shaming anyone.
It's a talent.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
It is so gross but because we've been talking about it the whole episode, I'm going to tell you here. Keisha won't listen, so I'm going to have to text her. Johnny from this season of 60 Days is very active on Reddit. Okay. He
Yes.
comments a lot.
Yeah. Johnny, the former gang member.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who had such a great story. I wish we would learn more from him.
Yeah.
He said on Reddit, somebody asked him, like, what was the worst thing about the prison? And do you know what I'm going to say? Because you're smiling.
No, I don't.
Okay. He said it was the shower floor was filled with ejaculation from guys. And that was the worst part, was going in the shower and having to like shower and see it all over the floor.
Oh my God.
But that's not the word he used. And
It doesn't just rinse away.
I was just like, why didn't
down the
somebody rinse
drain?
it down the drain? I guess people just do their business and keep it going. They don't try to
Maybe
rinse
the
it.
drain gets clogged.
Maybe the drain is clogged.
Ooh.
Yes. We had so much other things to talk about that I didn't even tell Keisha that little tidbit, which I should have.
Oh, damn it. You already recorded with her.
Already recorded with her. Yeah.
Wait. So then, shoot. Oh, I'm
What?
so mad at myself.
What?
I'm so mad because I was going to do something and
Okay.
then I blew it. But hang on. Wait a sec. Hang on.
Okay. All right. There's a surprise coming.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I'm listening. His wife is Martha, and they have 8 children. This guy is my age, 56. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Oh, okay. 56.
This is Matt.
Okay. But again, just watch that
It's
hair.
his hair. It's the hair. That hair really ages him. If he got like a nice, cute haircut, I'd wink at him. Don't come over here and talk to me, but I'm gonna give you a little wink.
See, she didn't believe me. She said she must have been high or something.
That's crazy, guys, because Matt is like our
revolting.
He's like our Rick of this show. He's
no, because Rick is actually like we thought was cute at the beginning.
Yeah, we did. But I'm saying she thought Matt was cute at the beginning. And I was like, what is wrong with you?
What is wrong? Matt is greasy, long hair.
Yeah.
Weird.
All of it.
He makes my stomach turn.
He's fighting with his invisible demons all the time.
All just go shadow boxing.
Speaking to things that aren't there. The reason nobody talked to him in prison because he's crazy.
He's crazy. Also, you don't watch Sister Wives, which I think is why you never put together when you do your impression of Matt, it sounds exactly like Cody from Sister Wives. So I think it's a Mormon Utah thing.
Is just whisper and talk like this, man.
Which is like a Jean-Claude Van Damme type, but you're preaching at the same time, or you're like Liam Neeson in Taken, but you're a preacher, and like everything you say is really deep.
Yes, everything he said was like, let me tell you, and my son.
And you always said he was like auditioning for like local theater because he's like in a play where he's the main character constantly.
Always.
Yeah.
He was always when the cameras would go on in the cell, like they had the cameras in the corner, and he's always like miming to the cameras, like, pretending he's in like Shawshank in the rain. Like they're like, what are you doing? Nobody, you're doing this for the production to be like, wow, look at him. He should be an actor. The worst. Okay, well, that is now proof, and I will tell Keisha that we have it at the end of this episode. Again, she doesn't listen, but I'll force her to listen to the end. So
Thank you.
Or you could just screen record that and then send it.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, they probably record on Sundays. I have until Sunday. I had it queued. Do you see I had it queued up?
You sure did. You sure did. That's hilarious. Well, it happened. Keisha did say she would wink at him, but I did not. So I can only.
Your conscience is clean.
Unlike the shower floor. Okay. Oh, gross.
They need a tarp on that shower floor.
I will like to say that it was very funny this week that Dateline posted on their Instagram a picture of like a figure skater. It was like, because you guys, we're mid-January and we've not had a new Dateline episode. It's upsetting, but they are going to be back next week.
Stupid NBC.
Oh, so I've been listening to Dateline podcasts to get my fix.
Check out Talking Dateline because they aired our segment from the Nashville Live event.
Yeah, cool.
We were on stage with the correspondents asking them questions. So
I love that.
They also put it on their YouTube channel, and I look horrible.
I'm sure you don't.
No, I do. The lighting, there's like a huge shadow on my face. My hair looks like yellow, like Velveeta. It's not. It's not a good look. I'm embarrassed. I look sweaty. Don't go. Just go listen to the audio.
Just listen to the audio where you sound amazing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I will, because I've been filling my Dateline need with that. So next week, not this week, but next week, you'll be back with an all new Date with Dateline. I mean, you're having content this week, but it just won't be that.
Yes, correct.
And you guys did a Talking Traders thing. You did Traders?
Yes. We mentioned you. We're ready for you in not this week. Whenever you're ready, we're ready.
I watched it. That's another thing I watched on the plane on the way home. I downloaded and watched the whole thing.
Great.
Very disappointed in Michael Rappaport, because generally I've kind of liked him when he talks about Bravo and stuff, but boy, is he acting like a jerk.
He's acting like a jerk, and apparently he's been acting like a jerk in real life too. So he's become more and more controversial.
Come on.
Stick to your housewives and let's.
Right.
Yeah. Right. He's playing the show all wrong too.
Totally.
He's acting like he doesn't understand the rules. And
keeps asking the same question. They're like, you've already asked that. So we know that you're faking.
Yeah. He's just starting unnecessary drama, which is what you do on Housewives, but not what you do here.
Well, I was very excited about this first episode. So
Yeah.
gotta wait till next week. Or this week, I guess, as it were. Everybody make sure you're following Kimberly and Katie at Dateline over there on the social medias. And please follow me too at Pink Shade Pod. Like I said, I put up a wonderful reel with Daniel and Lisa eating each other's face off.
I don't
And
even want to look, but at least I'm not eating now. So
yeah, people were like,
maybe I could
why would you do this to us? Question mark.
Oh God, I just see the thumbnail of it.
I wonder if I still have that
Oh
drop.
my God, his tongue is just out of his mouth.
He literally just like puts his tongue out and that's how it's gross.
Yeah, he puts the tongue out first and then inserts it instead of
Ew.
the other way.
Here, let's see if this is what I think it is. Hold on, let me play this clip here.
Do you believe in their love? Let's see if anyone in your comments believes in your love.
Okay.
How could you do this to me? Question mark.
How could you do this to me? Question mark. That's Luann from all right, everybody. That's it. And I'll be here on Wednesday. Welcome to Plathville Recap, Pink Shade Prime with Keisha. Thursday, I've got Ace Fanning to talk about Pop and Bravo. I'm back to discuss that. I've taken a little Bravo break for a few weeks, but Bravo took a break too. But we're back this week to chat with Ace Fanning. I've got Doug Buden coming on. I got Mandy Slitcher coming on. Got all sorts of good guests coming up for that. So make sure you're listening on Thursdays. And Kimberly will be back with me on Friday to talk about 90 Day the Other Way. So there's something for everybody here at Pink
We're
Shade.
getting to wedding times of that season. So, or whatever is going to happen.
Gotta almost be over. It's just we've had so many episodes. And we'll see you next week. Bye, Kimberly.
Bye. Thank you.